All right. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on this October 26th, 2025 edition of the show here in the Otherhood. And we have, of course, the Blerdsassins Next Door. At the top of the page, we have Sonia, Nikki, and James. Hopefully, expecting Cranston and Otto to join us soon. And today we're going to be talking about or discussing music, the music of the holiday season, the holiday being Halloween. But before we get started on the music, we're going to talk about the weather. And Sonia, you're top right this morning. Let us know what the weather's like up there in your neck of the woods.
It's what officially it's 49 degrees. You usually ask when does the weather turn? It turned Monday. We're under a freeze warning or a frost warning. I'm one of the two. I can't remember which. It's been the second one so far this week. Last for the past 7 days. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
But
So,
yeah, it's jacket season already.
and there's no end in sight to the cold.
Nope. I think the hottest it's going to be is Wednesday. I'm looking at my thing, and it's going to be a balmy 52.
But that does sound nice. Balmy 52 sounds good. James, are you having the same kind of weather up there in the down? What do you? You're downstate, right?
Yeah, he's downstate.
You're downstate. How's downstate?
No, it's identical. It's 49 degrees. It's sunny. Um, it's beautiful. This is what I love. This is my favorite time of the year, the fall. I guess the leaves are starting to change. Because usually, of course, it starts up in New England
Hmm.
and rolls down to my area. But no, I love this time of year.
Well, wonderful. And you're getting all of it. No rain, nothing like that. Just nice,
Now
cool
it's
weather.
what's gonna happen probably next week. In fact, I think Tuesday we're gonna get rain and it's gonna get gusty and it's
It's
gonna
going to
look
blow
like
all those beautiful leaves away.
right.
Oh,
That's when it starts to get like the weather around 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Yeah,
hey. All
it's
right.
already it's rolling down towards you because it's already started here.
Yeah,
Oh,
love it, love it.
all right. And Otto, how about you? What's the weather like in your neck of the woods?
It's beautiful. It's like
Also beautiful.
70 degrees. It's like cloudy, overcast. The leaves are starting to change as well, and so yes, nothing to complain about.
How about the rain?
That too, nothing to complain about. I love 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
All right. And Nikki, how's your weather?
It is 85 degrees here and it's raining. That's it.
Did you all need the rain or not?
Yeah, we do. We can always use a little rain here.
Well, it's good when you need it, but I mean, I know Otto didn't say that no, it was bad, but we had some serious heavy rain over this past week, overnight especially.
And
I
we
mean, it
needed
was like a downpour. I mean, and windy, gusting wind.
and we needed it because it hadn't rained in a month.
Well, I know, but man, I mean, it gave us all the rain for the past month in over what 3 days. I mean, just constantly like wind-driven rain, like curtains of rain. So, and I guess I feel a little bit more negative about it because I, kind of waited and waited, and I didn't put out my Halloween decorations. And now the yard is all, wet and kind of muddy. So I'm kind of scared to put things out in this, mud because when you have the stakes and stuff, you want it to be not hard, but certainly, soft enough to get the stakes in, but then soft enough, hard enough that they don't pull right back out.
Let's move on to
So,
the next holiday, Thanksgiving.
okay,
Skip,
move
skip.
on,
Forget
moving on.
about
Okay. All right. Well, on holidays, we were talking about music and the fact that Halloween has its own musical vibe. I think going back to like our childhood days when you're like in elementary school and you learn all those little Halloween songs, and I'm sure all of you all had some that you learned. And the one that comes out to me is like, the old lady of Skin and Bones. Remember that one? who lived on by the old graveyard.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one. Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, that. We had the other one. It's not really a song until it's like somebody they played it like folk song, but they get their banjo or something. I remember somebody doing it. The old lady who swallowed the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. That one. No, y'all don't remember that one.
Mm-mm. And
Come on.
there is a haunted house in town.
Okay, how's that one go?
There is a haunted house in town where all the walls are crumbling down. I forgot the rest.
Wow. Okay, that's good. But see, we remember these songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the other one that's
But
like
I
not a
remember a song too, though. Penelope.
which ones?
I remember a song that my first grade teacher made up for us.
Okay.
I remember the song not because it's good, but it was etched into my brain.
Okay.
My first grade teacher name was Mrs. They didn't use Ms back then, but they used the word Miss or Mrs.
Yes, true.
So her name was Mrs. Mailman,
Okay.
and her song went like a little something like this: Boo, boo, I scared you. Boo, boo, you scared me. Boo, boo, I scared you. Boo, you scared me to first grade. First grade. It was
No
number
more
one.
words. That's it.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah,
So
first grade.
James, you're in New York. Did you sing that song too?
It's made up by Miss Melman. It was the Miss
Yeah,
Melman original.
since it's made up, I own the copyrights. I don't know what he's singing. Please don't do it again. I know it's horror, but stop, please
Boo,
stop.
boo, I scared you.
Oh,
Boo, boo, you.
oh, to paraphrase Dr. Smith. Oh,
The pain. What is the other one? I don't know whether it was one of my siblings or one of my children. With the song, the Mr. Pumpkin, I so round. Halloween is coming. That one. To our town, to our town. Does anybody remember that one?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so then it must have been one of my children because
it
if it was you or our younger sister,
Well, the
you.
thing is that Penelope Nikki answered too quickly for everybody.
Hmm.
She said no before anybody else had a chance to say yes
well,
already.
it
Don't
does
even
it
try to blame me for anything.
You
Why
just
y'all gotta
quickly.
blame
isn't
me for
it
something?
isn't that like a ripoff of Pharaoh Zaka or whatever that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Well,
Frere Jacques. Yes, it is. It's sung to the tune of Frere Jacques. So yes,
Oh,
that was. But I gather it must have been one of my kids who sang that.
No, I mean Nikki said no before anybody else had a chance to
Well,
answer.
no, no,
well,
I was
wait a
asking whether it
minute.
was one
Time
of
out.
my
Time out.
children
Wait
or
a
whether
minute,
it was one of my
Penelope.
siblings. Hmm?
Well, Otto, did you know the song?
No, I didn't know the song, but
Then
still, I had a
hush.
chance. I would have had a chance to answer on my own.
Just hush. You're
Okay.
wasting time.
yes.
Well, I mean, but you would know Otto if it was one of our children that sang that song.
It sounded
But I
like a
couldn't remember
song
whether it was
that
one of
should
our
be.
children or one of my siblings.
It sounded like a song that should be sang by children and siblings, and children's
Yeah,
siblings.
but I couldn't figure out whether it's my youngest sister or whether it was one of our children. So I'm gathering it was one of our children.
I gather in one of your sisters, not the particular one on
Trust.
the show
No,
today.
no, because Nikki would remember it.
No, she wouldn't. It was
Mm-mm.
before her
Yes,
time.
she absolutely would.
I be remembering songs that my sisters sing.
You barely remember what you barely remember the Jim Croce song for last week. So don't even. You know.
Barely remember. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly. And so it was the number one song. So let's
Oh,
not.
let's not get into that again.
Yeah,
No,
we'll get
no,
off of the Jim
no.
Croce song because we spent a lot of time on that last time. But I'm sure that some of the rest of us have Halloween songs that we learned as children.
Okay, the only Halloween song, it's not even a song, I guess it's a rhyme, a poem,
Hmm.
is Lizzie Borden.
Ooh, y'all did that in school or just generally?
No, we just sang or recited it just for the hell of it. I guess we were trying to be like Candyman and hope she would appear,
Mm.
you know.
I mean, well, the thing is, Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her father 40
Over 40
whacks.
wax.
When she saw what she had done,
She
gave her
gave him
mother 41.
41.
Right.
Only somebody from the decrepit Bronx, the Hatchet School of Hatchets, will have a song like that. Nobody would sing a song about Lizzie. She's number one. She's not even from New York. She's from Mexico.
Okay, well,
We knew it. We knew it.
at least it was tangible as opposed to whatever that cacophony of craziness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Teacher, what was she high when she
Mrs. Mailman did not get high.
sounded like she was sniffing glue?
What is the one, Senor Don Gato? Didn't you all do that one? Senor Don Gato was a cat on the high red roof. Don Gato sat. Remember that one?
No, we didn't do that. I remember you all was singing a lot.
Yeah. He was there to read a letter, meow meow meow. Where the reading light was better, meow meow meow. 'Twas a love note for Don Gato.
No,
And basically,
we
Senor
never
Don
had to
Gato
sing
was so
about it.
happy that got when he got this letter, the love note, that he jumped and he fell off the roof and broke his knee, all his legs and all his whiskers, meow meow meow, and his little solar plexus, meow meow meow. Ay caramba, cried Don Gato. Y'all remember
Oops.
that? That
I
song,
No.
nobody
never.
had that. And so basically all the doctors come, they try to save him, but in spite of everything they tried, poor Senor Don Gato up and died. You
Oh,
know?
wait a minute, wait a minute. There's, I guess it's this song that was sung in school
Yes, it
that
was.
wasn't. No, I'm talking about another song. It wasn't meant to be a horror song, but after the movie The Birds, it became one. The song that the kids were singing in the schoolhouse when Tippi Hedren is outside smoking a cigarette and she looks and it's just one crow and then she looks again and it's like thousands on the monkey bars.
Yeah, that now 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 song.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you
Was it
know it?
meant no. No.
Lickety splickety lackety tackety rickety rackety
Yeah,
now now now.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go. Was it meant to be a horror song, but after that movie it became one.
yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, but the Senor Don Gato, that was one of ours. It's kind of a scary looking, kind of song. I can't believe that nobody else does Senor Don Gato.
You know what? I'll
Hmm.
tell you, Penelope. Back in the day when I was young and used to sing that, I felt bad. Senor Senor Cat died. But you know what? I feel bad because I think about it now and I'm sort of laughing because they did all that work and that poor cat still died.
Did you cry at the time?
No.
So you didn't really care about the cat at all.
You
Yeah,
know,
but remember they
come
have the
to think
funeral
about it,
procession
You
I
at
didn't
the
care
don't.
about
end,
you didn't care about
and
that cat.
when they're taking him to the cemetery, they go through the village square, and such a smell of fish was in the air. And say, though his burial was slated, meow meow meow, he became reanimated, meow meow meow. He came back to life, Don Gato.
Oh,
That's
that's
the end.
probably why I didn't feel
She
so bad.
missed she missed
That's the
that
end.
part of the song because she was
I
too
Yes,
did, for
focused on
real.
yes, he came back to life.
the death of the cat. That's the
I
thing.
think after I found out the cat died, whatever else, I just didn't listen to anything else.
I get it.
So
I can
it was
understand.
Pet Cemetery put to music.
Something
Yes.
like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's your
Okay,
Pet
don't
Cemetery the
start. Let's
musical.
to the music. Let's not go there.
Pet Cemetery the musical.
That's
My
some of these
cat
things I
died.
remember. I mean, but these are things from our youth, really really young. But then beyond that, as we got older, then Hollywood and the music industry and all these people got into it, or even like before we were born. There were these scary songs like Monster Mash. You know,
They're coming to take me away.
yeah, that always scared me.
I
We
remember I
had
couldn't
that
play
record.
that
It was
around a
scary.
certain relative.
It was scary for me. The one like on the others, the flip side of it,
But
that
why
is
is that
played
scary?
backwards, and it sounds really scary when it's played backwards.
Why is that scary that a crazy person is being taken away to the insane asylum? Why is that scary? They're
Because they're coming
crazy.
to take me away, hee hee ho ho ha ha, to the funny
To
part.
the funny
Because
farm. And why is it
it's scary to be crazy, don't you think?
no.
Yes. I mean that's one of my
To the
biggest
point
fears.
where they
My
Baker Act
mind.
you, yeah.
Yeah, that I lose my mind. That would be a frightening thing for me.
No, it was not scary to be crazy or to see crazy people.
No, it both are scary to me. To see crazy people and to go crazy. That is one of that's my list
Well,
of to dos. That's at the absolute bottom. I
well,
do not want to go crazy.
actually, in New York, they're coming to take me away. People didn't look at it as necessarily scary. It was more of the theme song to Dr. Demento, who had I think he had a radio show, and he came out with albums where he would play little clips of, you know, novelty songs. That was his theme song.
Yeah, but in New York and in Florida, if they were coming to take you away, I'm sure other states too, means you were considered so crazy you were a harm to yourself, and they admitted you without your permission.
Exactly.
They just come
Harm to
get you.
yourself and others.
They come get you, and
Hmm.
we seen that. I mean, we seen that in New York. We seen that in like episodes of Twilight Zone, and that one
Hmm.
that Marion, whatever her name is, saw
Hmm.
a doppelganger of herself. You know, the guys in the white coats. A lot of times, not white coats, just cops. They come get you.
Hmm.
My issue is when they get you, they restrain you. And so it's not just the fact that you've gone crazy, but that means complete and total loss of freedom,
Okay,
loss of
well,
agency.
as as somebody that has had mental health issues and
Hmm.
spent a month in the psych ward with other assorted nuts, um, that song. See, it's like this. There's no soundtrack when they're restraining you. You know what I'm saying? And especially when you're admitted into a place where you can't get out. You know, there's no soundtrack. But moving right along,
James, if you wanted me to have a soundtrack, I would have been there for you and played that.
not no not that cacophony of craziness your glue sniffing teacher came up with. No. But here see here's the thing about these songs for Halloween. You have some songs or pieces of music that people hear, but they don't exactly know what the title is. And I guess with your help, Sonia, the tech person, Miss Data, the first one is Dance Macabre.
Oh, I love Dance Macabre.
Yeah, Dance Macabre, and then you have the Witches Sabbath.
Hmm.
Okay, which is I think that was Symphony de Fantastique. I could be wrong.
Fantastique.
Fantas Fantastique.
Mystique.
By Earth, Wind, and Fire.
No, it was not. The Earth,
Stick.
Wind, and Fire.
Leave
Earth,
Earth,
Wind,
Wind, and Fire out of this. They ain't got nothing to do
did,
with this now.
did they ever
Yeah.
Nothing.
did they ever do a Halloween song, Earth, Wind, and Fire?
No, but they got a
Do you
No.
think
Christmas
that's
album
scary? Do you
though.
think there's
Yeah.
anything that's a scary thing that they've ever done?
They steered away from scariness.
If Earth, Wind, and Fire, no,
They got a
maybe,
Christmas album though. They got a Christmas one.
yeah, and I suggest, going off topic, I suggest people go look up "Gather Round"
Hmm.
from from Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's probably the last time they actually heard it sound like Earth, Wind, and Fire. But
I like
getting
the
back,
one Happy Seasons. The same beat as Happy Feelings, but it's Happy Seasons.
right, but um, yeah, you have those. I suggest to people, if you want to go to a composer that definitely, because he used a lot of dissonant sounds,
Hmm.
basically anything by Charles Ives. Okay, because I don't know what Halloween was in his head 247. Okay,
Yeah,
now
but I think
uh
also you know, individuals like for me, of course, Danny Elfman with The Nightmare Before
Yeah.
Christmas, which is like my
yeah.
favorite of all Halloweeny things ever.
Now, yeah, definitely.
And
Oh
Christmas.
God, a song. Oh, maybe Danny Elfman is that gratitude. Is because of course he was with what's it Oingo
Blingo
Bongo.
Blingo, yeah.
Yeah, and is that gratitude? If you see the video, it's kind of edgy.
Dead Man's
Now,
Party.
um, with as far as like black groups, definitely anything by by Palm and Funkadelic. You know, they went back and forth between sci-fi and horror. Plus, their album covers were definitely, Halloweenish because
Mhm.
Pedro Bell, the guy that did their album covers, they were borderline gruesome.
Mhm.
There's one song by them. I think might have said last week. Um, Go to Armageddon
Mhm.
on their Maggot Brain album. It sounds like a soundtrack to a zombie movie,
Mhm.
and then a song on their first of all their late Let's Take It to the Stage album. The cover is a takeoff on The Exorcist. Okay, and they
Really?
have yeah they
Tubular
have a
bells.
huh
Tubular bells.
Oh
yeah that's
yeah,
the word
Tubular
yeah.
Bells. Yeah.
Um, on Let's Take It to the Stage, there's a song called Better by the Pound.
Mhm.
Okay, and actually, it's kind of like even though it was made in '75, it's a bit of a statement of what's going on today.
Mhm.
And of course you have Edgar Winter's Frankenstein, and also Motown, Betty LaVert with Witchcraft in the Air, and then you have Kip Tyler, She's My Witch, and the Castle Kings, Can You Get It, Frankenstein, which anybody that likes doo wop.
And we know I do
We
not
got
like doo-wop, so no.
Yeah, it's shit like that. And of course the Monsters theme. Um
Mhm.
yeah, so yeah, yeah,
and plus
exactly.
and
Mhm.
plus, of course, every my favorite. I don't know if everyone else's, but Toccata and Fugue.
Oh yeah, that is always associated with horror. What is it? What is it? The film with
Tales
the anthology
Tales
that
from the
uses to yeah, Tales from the Crypt. Thank you. I think it's Tales
Toccata
from the
and
Crypt, isn't
Fugue,
it?
and yeah, and used
Actually,
everywhere. Used everywhere. You made Toccata and Fugue is Tales from the Crypt.
hmm
Joan Collins meets
Yeah, that one. Yep, yep, yep. That is. Whenever I hear it, that's what I think of now. Takata and Fuse. Yeah, I that's what I think of.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I see the Charles Ives.
Mhm.
Thank you. The unanswered question.
Mhm.
but my absolute favorite, and I think it's a masterpiece, both listening wise and also visually. And it's got to be Michael Jackson's Thriller,
Thriller
hands
is also good.
to me, hands down,
Mhm.
visually and also vocally and musically. And I don't think it gets enough credit because it's Michael Jackson.
Mhm.
People have their feelings about him and blah blah blah. I know all that stuff he did, and it's not really blah blah blah, but it's really a lot of stuff. But
Mhm.
that musical that video is
Mhm.
groundbreaking in many ways,
Yeah,
and
groundbreaking.
the song itself, if you listen to it,
Mhm.
is groundbreaking. And just to think you have Vincent Price in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That I thought, wow, whoever thought about putting Vincent Price in the middle of a song doing a rap that was brilliant.
To terrorize y'all's neighborhood.
Yep, yep, yep. That was great. I really enjoyed that. It was the first time I was
We
like,
debated
oh,
too. And, I don't know if anybody want to go into the debate that I had with Penelope, but she was wrong.
well, I was
But
right and you were wrong. But go ahead, we don't mind. Go on, talk.
the,
Bring it.
Go
the
on.
video was some sort of dream state or something. It's not. It's like some people see meaning
Hmm.
in things that are like a potato chip or something, But a potato chip sometimes is just a potato chip.
Um, I don't know what that means.
A
Potato
potato chip
chips.
is sometimes a potato chip. It's not a
Understood. I like potato
manifestation of
chips.
anyone's
No,
struggle,
I
humanity. Go
I
ahead.
understand you saying, yeah. Sometimes people see a potato chip as more than a potato chip,
They do. Man's
and
struggle
it's
against man and humanity and the world's supernatural blossoming of mankind and the femininity of certain aspects of human nature. And I can go on forever.
well, you know what? It's like this with any type of creative endeavor. There's a saying in the art world that once your brush leaves the canvas for the last time,
Hmm.
it's up to the person who's ever viewing it to interpret it. And
That's true.
she interpreted the video one way, and you interpreted the video another way. Which, by the way, I agree with you. Although it was just a potato chip.
Oh my
I
God, you agree with me? I can't believe
Yes,
it.
yes,
Somebody call the cops.
I know.
Somebody mark down this date and time that James Goodrich agreed with Otto. I can't
That- the Herman, I agree with you.
believe
At least wrong.
hell has
Let
frozen over.
wrong.
Hell has frozen over.
Hmm. There you go.
So give your thought about it, Miss Penelope. What you think of this video?
Which one?
Thriller.
I know we talked about it last time. My position hasn't changed. I truly believe that, yeah, they start out and they're in the theater, and then, to go home, she falls asleep. This house to fall asleep, and she wakes up, and it was all a dream, all that stuff at the cemetery. Because, from my perspective, when they start out from the theater, you see all the little Vincent Price stuff up there. Even then, we're in question. But once they're walking down the street in what looks like a little warehouse district or whatever, all of a sudden behind them is all this fog, which, wasn't there previously. So once we're there and all this fog is around them as they're walking down the street and they skippity skippity, past the graveyard, all this is a dream sequence. Where anything where the fog is a dream sequence.
And at the end, it's she wakes up.
Exactly.
And so what about when he turns around? His eyes are all glowy and stuff.
Because he's a monster. He's really a monster.
Okay,
He's not a
so
zombie, but he's really a monster.
okay,
That's why when he
so
watches the movie and he's really getting into it when the monster is like chasing the girl. Because
so you're saying that it's kind of like that movie from the 50s, Invaders from Mars type of thing.
Was that a dream?
yes, it was a dream.
Even at the end when he shows the, am I? No, forget spoilers. People who are listening to us, we're gonna spoil everything. Okay.
Hmm.
So at the end,
Hmm.
a spaceship does land.
Okay, so that's not a dream. It's just like in Thriller, where you go through the entire dream sequence and now this thing happens and this is real. That happens after the dream.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's eyes glow at the end, and
Yeah,
in Invaders from Mars, now the spaceship is really landing.
exactly. Exactly. I agree.
Okay.
So what
The,
are
the
you
other
not?
thing was it was a premonition.
Are you shifting, James? Now to the
No, no, and no. I still say it is what it is. It's a potato chip. It may have ridges, but it's potato chip. But
Mhm.
I'm just saying that I understand where she's coming from, Madam podcast curator host.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, but it seems to me that as soon as that fog is in the background, that is the delineation of what now has become a dream sequence.
okay.
And again, that he was into that scary scene, the monster chasing the girl, is because, yeah, that's what he was into. He's the monster getting ready to go chase that girl. I'm gonna take you home. No, I'm gonna chase you down. Like,
Like I said, like Invaders from Mars. I understand where you're coming from, but I just
I know it's
I'm
hard for you to say, James, but you agree with Otto. Just saying. He said it.
no,
no,
he
no.
agrees with
I
me.
agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Oh my God, hell is frozen over. And
Uh,
there's two these little
And
chocolate popsicles with
It
little
is
white sprinkles on the
Halloween.
top. Yeah, anything can happen, right?
And the song itself is really good too. Rod Templeton did a great job of writing the song.
Hmm.
I
Well,
mean,
you know, he was a unsung hero. Okay, and what a lot of people don't know is he did a lot of good work with Heatwave.
he did, he
Yeah,
did, and the Average White Band and a lot of different
yeah,
performers. But he's always behind the scenes. It seems like. But he
Hmm.
did a
yeah,
great song.
and nothing for nothing. If my history is correct, when he was with Heatwave, he almost didn't make it because, from what my understanding is, of course, everybody knows they were based in London,
Hmm.
and I think he went to a party and something happened with either alcohol or drugs, and I think he almost brought the farm, if I'm not mistaken.
Too
Wow.
much, huh?
You probably so, yeah.
So don't mix those cocktails like that.
And what about Billy Idol's White Wedding?
Oh yeah, that is one of my
That's
favorites.
supposed to be. Is it intentionally a scary song? I mean, the video is scary, right?
The video is scary, but I think I read somewhere or I saw a video he's talking about it that the song is about his sister. He says, "Hey, little sister, what have you done?" Basically, his little sister getting into a relationship with a man he didn't approve of.
Okay. And the video is real scary. I mean, it's
Yeah, yeah. When you have all those images and the especially when I see like the
graveyard scene.
bride dancing in the
Yeah.
graveyard, that's really a great scene.
Well, I mean, you have. I don't know how y'all feel about them, these two groups, but these are two groups that basically that was their bread and butter.
Mm,
Horror is the damned. Okay. I mean, look at the song Bella Lugosi's dead,
mm-hmm.
and of course, Rob Zombie.
Is that meant to be scary? Bela Lugosi's dead.
Well, I mean, I posted on my page a
Yeah, I
live
remember that. I
version.
remember that.
Yeah, which that just blew me away. Even though if you watch the video, you can see they're having a little bit of technical difficulties.
Yes, but they really,
Yeah,
stayed in character and
yeah,
really, it actually took it off. They really, did a good job.
yeah.
I mean, because a lot of people don't know who Bela Lugosi is, right?
Well, if
Well,
they know he's
when
dead,
they,
they listen to the song.
yeah, if they, yeah, when the song came out years ago, the generation that was during that time knew who Bela Lugosi was. Whether you were if you were a baby boomer, you knew him from the Universal Monster
Hmm.
pictures, and if you were Generation X, you just knew him as an old actor that was hooked on heroin. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay, yeah, well, that's
his
okay.
his his last movies that he did, were of course with Ed Wood. But yeah, you've had some groups that you know that was their bread and butter, which was horror. A unsung group that they were kind of horror sci-fi was Undisputed Truth. You know,
What did they do?
they did Smiling
Smiling
Faces,
faces.
yeah, and then they really got into the sci-fi genre
Hmm.
when they came out with this excuse the title of the song, Poo-Tang and and Hide and High. Of course, you had Black Sabbath. Um,
Hmm.
let's see. Maybe a little bit with Kiss, of course. You
Okay.
know,
I mean, well, Kiss was in like
I don't
costume,
think
but
so.
I don't
They were
think
in
they did
costume,
anything that's particularly scary to
except
me.
for their makeup and costume, right?
Yeah.
um, oh God, if you go to the the Destroyer album. That's the album that had Detroit Rock City on.
Mhm.
On side two, you have God of Thunder, and it sounds almost with the special effects because they kind of manipulated the voices in the background.
Mhm.
Kind of sounds like you're in hell, for lack of a better saying. Because the voices sound like imps and
Mhm.
demons. Just like if you go to Parliament Funkadelic, let's take it to the stage. Definitely the intro. You know, the intro sounds like little imps fighting and stuff like that, and then they slow down the voice where it sounds demonic. And actually, point of trivia, at that time, the early '70s, George Clinton had spent some time in England, in London, and he got involved a little bit with a cult
Hmm.
that, yeah, yeah, he got involved with a cult that believed that you should worship the devil and God at the same time. Okay, and actually on America Eats Its Young, their 1972 album,
Mhm.
he has a cut on there. Oh God, I can't remember the name of it, where it's about uh devil worship.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and I mean, this is what happens when you
Take
go.
drugs.
Yeah, when you go up. Yeah, when you go up to Boston and you drop a lot of acid, because that's where he got the idea
Mhm.
for the funkadelic side of Parliament.
Well, you think about Houdini, right? Where the freaks come out at night.
Mhm. Yeah.
The freaks come
Yeah,
out at night, like was that a double entendre, right? So you're thinking about some people say freaks, like the monsters and all that, and some people
Mhm.
think freaks are regarding sexually
But
freaks
yeah, I think they'd say freaks. I figured it's sexually stuff.
because that's where your mind goes, Penelope. That's
Yes, it is.
but
I
it's,
mean, because some monsters.
other people are thinking it's horrible things. It's great.
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Um,
But you don't have any new. You don't have a really like you know uh uh up to date like horror music because it doesn't it seems like a genre that most musicians and artists have kind of abandoned, right?
Yeah, but I was thinking about what's the name? Uh, "Married to the Music," song by Shinee, uh, which is a Korean group. And the song itself is it's like this really, just I'm married to the music. And it's very, upbeat sound, but then you see the video. And the video is like it's really, dark theme. Um,
right.
so, even though the song itself is kind of like bouncy and, bright, the actual music itself
Well,
is,
yeah.
the video is very dark.
Well, well, there's a group that's been out for a while, and they play what they call is like thrasher metal, and that's a
Hmm.
group called Cradle of Filth. Then you have a group. I guess they're coming out of New York City. Well, actually, it's a singer. Her name is, I believe, Cherry Delight,
Hmm.
and she had. If you go to my writers page on Facebook, I posted a song, Scorpio Witch.
Hmm.
Okay, so and if you go to horroraddicts.net, they, oh my God, I forgot. God bless them, I forgot them. But first, if you go to horroraddicts.net,
Hmm.
okay, they usually showcase um a group, rock groups that are in that genre, and
Hmm.
God bless him. He passed away recently. Forrest Thinner with Black Vampires. You know,
Hmm.
which he was the man. He was the man. He used to dress up like a vampire and I loved it because when Forrest would perform, he had this little thing where I don't know what it was. I guess he got it from a magic shop where he would open his hand and these sparks would come out his hand while he's singing. You
Mm-hmm.
know, which sorry that he's gone. But yeah, Black Vampires and I mean they're out there
but not
groups.
mainstream. I mean,
Not
it
it.
used to be
Well,
like Thriller or
right.
Monster Mash or even the Freaks Come Out at Night. That's you heard them on like the radio or what back
Yeah.
in the day. You heard those. You don't hear you. I mean, there may be some out there that are called. I guess you can call them fringy kind of, but you don't hear
Well,
them like you don't hear like Taylor Swift or you don't hear Beyonce or somebody doing a horror song or something or
No.
well, I guess that's because these days a lot of mainstream people like Taylor Swift,
Mm-hmm.
uh, they want to play it safe, because if you go outside the box and you do like a horror genre type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
especially with social media and the internet, you're pretty much gonna catch it.
you think so?
People. Yeah,
I mean,
because
Michael Jackson did Thriller because he had his problems were actually more like with the church, you know.
yeah, well, yeah, well, that's these days. The church will have something to say, of course, with the white Christian nationalists and other groups, and just trolls,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, you have fanboys that have nothing else better to do sitting in their mom's basement and,
Mm-hmm.
and make comments and then you get people that will actually, if you're creative these days, people will actually get online and try and destroy your stuff before it even premieres these days.
Wait, can you imagine
Mm-mm.
that people, the major artists, like somebody like uh, uh, Minaj or
Mm-hmm.
Megan Thee Stallion or
Mm-hmm.
they're afraid to, they say they're fearless, but they're afraid to do a Halloween or a scary song or something.
Yeah, and I think with Nicki Minaj, I think the closest she ever got to it was one album where I think she was playing sort of like as a transvestite or something like that, and she caught hell because she actually had somebody dressed as the Pope come on stage or something. Um,
That's it. That
yeah,
seems more political though, doesn't it?
well, it to me, from what I saw of it, it looked more gothic,
Hmm.
you know. Um, but yeah, getting back to what you say, with mainstream, yeah, mainstream people will only experiment with so much these days. But it's not even fringe anymore. It's just that it's the way you can disseminate your work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can
Mm-hmm.
you can do your own YouTube channel. You can go to Spotify. You don't really need the big um record companies, quote unquote, anymore.
But wouldn't you like to see like what's his name? What's that guy that you like a lot, Penelope? That charged $800 for his tickets
Oh,
supposedly.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah, wouldn't he be great? Wouldn't he be like made for that to do like a horror song and a
Oh, I
video?
think I think he could do anything. I
He would
think
he
he's the
he would
type of
kill it,
person to
right?
not he's not afraid to do something like that. I don't think.
Don't you think he would kill
Oh
that?
yeah, I think he would really do a great
But
job on it.
he hasn't done it. Now you think he's
Not
that
that we know of.
because that we know of because the fear like that James was saying of being dragged down by a whole lot of heaviness.
Yeah, or your record label saying no, your people don't want to see that. Blah blah blah. You know.
Yeah, and with him, I think he's had enough controversy, which I don't think he deserved, because when he came out, people were trying to say, "Oh, he's not black. He's this. He's that. He's this and that." and then when he went into a serious soul
Mhm.
funk type of thing, which I love.
Me too. Absolutely.
Okay, because nothing for none. It's a certain song he came out with. It was so funky. When I closed my eyes, I was like, "Wow, this is like something from 1975." It got the
Sound like
it
Mhm.
got
you got
it,
the
it's
James Brown horn section or something.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. He's on and popping with that. You know,
I like to. I
he
let's say fly.
yeah,
I just want to be
yeah, yeah,
somebody's flyers.
yeah,
Me.
Yeah,
Somebody
somebody
just
like
fly.
even somebody like a Lenny Kravitz or something
Yeah.
would do would do something that's like that. But I think James is right. I think people don't want to step out there and do that. But I think there's
Mhm.
so many artists I think that would be really good, to do that kind of thing.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
think that you don't have. I think horror and scary stuff like that seems to be the space where black people don't tread that often now,
Which
especially
is
now.
crazy. I think as much horror stuff as we know that's going on in the world, we should be able to, you know, put it all up there. Know a lot of horror.
Yeah,
Well,
it's not. We don't tread there. We don't go. I
yeah,
don't think. I don't think it's like okay. It's like we were kids used to watch the horror shows, and then
Mhm.
some people would say, relatives or whatever, say, "Oh, so you like to watch shows about the devil, huh? You need to go to church.
Yeah,
You
you
need to go
what
know.
to
is wrong
church."
with you?
Yeah.
No, see, when it comes to us people of color, right?
Mhm.
I hate to say, it, but it's lack of a better say, it's a black and white issue. Like us, all of us that and to a lesser degree, Sonya, because
Mhm.
I know she's not into horror that much, but you will.
But you
But
will be one of us.
yes,
One
you
of
will be
us.
one of us.
One
Learning.
of us.
But
Hey, Rodrigo, she 2 years ago she came out with Vampire, so there are some people trying to.
There
yeah,
are a lot of people that have, stuff, like that, but it's like different artists. Nobody has like that as their main thing. Like, remember, like, what's this? Oh my, like Ozzy Osbourne,
Or
people like
Alice
right.
that.
Cooper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've seen
yeah,
that before. Seen that, been there, done that.
right,
Wouldn't it be great to have Beyonce dress up like a vampire or ghoul?
yeah.
Well, see, again, it's almost a black and white issue. You have a certain segment of the black community that have no problem with horror. Okay, that will go watch a horror movie, go listen to Thriller,
Mhm,
you know, no problem. Okay, but then there's other part of the black community that, for whatever reasons, they can't get into it. Some is it's for religious reasons.
mhm.
Okay, I told you guys about the person where I work at that they asked for a book, and I warned them. I said, listen, this may not be your cup of tea. And they're like, oh, no problem, no problem. And then they
I
come
drink
out,
all kinds of tea. Okay, good.
yeah, I drink all kinds of tea. And then they came back, oh, well, my church said I shouldn't be reading this. And I wanted to say, excuse my friend, I freaking told you. Why, come on, don't waste my time.
Yeah,
So you
because I could have
have
given it to somebody else
exactly.
who's
So
gonna enjoy it.
you have listen, I have a friend of mine, I think I told you guys. A friend of mine I grew up with, he has never ever watched a horror movie. Never. Cause he said one time he was the old Universal Wolfman
Mhm.
movie with Lon Chaney Jr. was on, and he fell asleep. And then when he woke up seeing the Wolfman, and it scared him.
Okay.
I know. As weak tea as that is,
Yeah,
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Okay,
Isn't
Mister.
that an enjoyable thing? I mean, aren't we? That's why we have haunted houses and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and roller coasters and all these things. Aren't we trying to give ourselves a little edge to life? Isn't that
Yeah,
true?
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
that's
so.
that. Because see, horror, horror is safe in that you can watch it, and then at the end of the movie, it's like, oh, that was fun, and you survived it.
That's right, because it's not real.
It's not real. But in the essay I wrote, uh, it's getting to be a while back on horroraddicts.net. I wrote an essay that with black folks, and maybe this is the reason why, black folks, we deal with horror twice
Mm-hmm.
as consumers, and also, and especially now in our day-to-day lives.
Right.
And
It's
and, and,
purpose,
and maybe that's the answer, that with black folks and people of color, they're too busy living the horror of day-to-day existence. They don't have time for watching a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, like it's a, basically, people. There were people in my family say, what a waste of time that is to watch that like that. It's just like, why don't you why don't you watch an instruction manual on?
The same reason I get for people not wanting to read science fiction. I'm too busy living day to day. How can I think about the future?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I hate to
Or
sound like
why
Felix
can't I
Learner, but
fantasy? Get your head
hmm
out of the fantasy world because you need to be
Mm-hmm.
dealing with day to day.
Right, right.
Same as
yes,
think
yes,
about this stuff. They think to think about that stuff is a privilege, and apparently privileges in this country, or parts of the world, only go to the
Mm-hmm.
elite or certain few, right? So
right.
you're too black or poor or whatever to be having privileges to watch fantasies, which horror and science fiction are included.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Are
Yeah.
consuming any of that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think what you guys are saying, Otto, Sonia, all of y'all, everybody's hitting the nail on the head. These are the reasons why. And also you have to look at it like this. It's a cultural thing too. Because if you talk about spirits or ghosts or apparitions to somebody from Africa, they're like, "Oh, well, that's just the ancestors. What's the
Yeah, right,
what's
right.
the
What's
problem?
the big
There's
deal? What's
what's
the
the big deal? You know,
Yeah.
you know.
well,
I recently saw a video. This African woman was talking about UFOs in Africa, and she's like, "What? This is what we've been dealing with for centuries. We don't
Mm-hmm.
understand why you guys in America clutch your pearls
Mm-hmm.
about stuff like that." So yeah, and even though I must say, yeah, you have certain black folk in America that just won't go there because they feel it's something a bit too serious and dangerous, especially when you talk about conjuring and stuff like that. Some
Right.
black folk are like, nah, I don't know, leave that alone.
Well,
well,
yeah,
What do
because
you?
a lot of our people are like, yeah, because it's real, and you don't want to mess with it and do
right.
something
Well,
that
are some
causes something.
are some sing-
Right.
are some singers or performers afraid to be like pigeonholed or do a seasonal song,
Right.
even if it's a Christmas song or something, because they want to do a song or performance where it's all year. It's not any specific type of year. It's like you can turn it on and listen to it anytime, as
Hmm.
opposed to only doing Halloween or only doing Christmas or something like
Right.
that, right?
But some things that, especially horror stuff, you have something that's like, dark concept that that a group does, a lot of dark concept stuff. In fact, I posted a couple songs from the group Fix, which is, it's a Korean pop group. And their concept is usually so dark that they did something that was like, what is it called? Egyo, which is like cutesy concept, and it freaked me out.
Hmm.
I just said, don't ever do that again. It's like with all these pastel colors, I felt like Morticia Adams saying, Debbie, Stells. That's how I felt.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, we seem to have forgotten that. Listen, the opening theme to the Monsters,
Hmm.
Okay.
that was slamming.
Oh yeah,
Cause right at the beginning with the brass parts, the way the
yeah,
brass,
yeah, yeah,
that's like that,
yeah,
and ba ba da ba
yeah,
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 ba da,
yeah,
that's a great.
yeah.
yeah.
Let me
Absolutely.
ask you. Let me ask you this. And we talked about this earlier. Penelope and I talked about it earlier. Um, which family do
Oh,
you
because
prefer?
someone's breathing into the mic. Drop your microphone down. Make sure your mics are down toward your mouth instead of up toward your nose.
It's like an obscene phone call I used to make.
Yeah, I know, I know. It's like those I've seen phone calls you used to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, the what family do you prefer, the Munsters or the Adams family?
Uh, um, with me, with me, it has to be the. I don't get me wrong. I like the Addams Family, but the Monsters were more crazy, more funnier. Cause I think I told you guys in the in
Mhm.
the in the phone call when Grandpa used to say, "If you don't stop, I'm gonna hit the ceiling." I remember the first time I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing because he, he
Now,
just jetted himself up into the ceiling.
now,
And
James,
when the
do you think you're biased by Car 54? Where are you? Are you biased by that?
No, no, it's just that the monsters were just banana crazy,
See, you like madcap humor, and I'm not a madcap humor aficionado.
Yeah.
I don't like madcap humor.
No,
I like
Oh,
they
bits and pieces of stuff, but
Look at that breathing still. I don't know
I
who
don't
that.
think it's me. I push my thing down. I don't think it's me. Nikki's already muted, or she was muted. Now she's not. But now
okay.
you don't
What's
hear it. No, it's
what?
not
What?
you. Nothing. We're breathing. We're breathing. I said, but
No,
you were
that's
muted.
not me
No, I
breathing.
know, no, because you're muted.
No,
She
because you
stopped
don't
breathing a long
breathe.
time ago.
Nikki doesn't breathe.
Yes.
and I mean with the Adams family, they had bits of madcap humor because I mean Uncle Fester with the light bulb,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
know what I'm saying, and Gomez with the model train crashing,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I remember, was the cousin Ophelia where she pull one of the flowers at the top of her head and she's like, "Whee!" I was
Yeah,
saying,
that was madcap stuff. But the
No,
thing,
I don't. No, it's not like.
but the thing about the Adams family is they're rich, right?
Mhm.
Herman had to go to work,
yeah,
and
yeah,
the thing about the Adams family is that if they didn't have their money, they would be put away. And so
Yeah.
when you're rich and you're like that, they call you eccentric.
Yes.
When you don't have any money and you act like that, they
They're
they
coming to
they
take you
take your
away. Hee
house.
hee ho ho ha ha. The funny.
Their
Yeah.
money
and
their money insulated them, but Herman had to get out there and
Yeah.
hustle.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Herman had to get out, and one time Lily had to get out and hustle too.
Yeah. Get a job. You remember that?
and
Became
I
a
mean,
model.
nothing for nothing. The Adams Family theme was iconic too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It was
Yes. Yes, it was.
iconic. And I don't know what it was during the '60s, but if you played the harpsichord,
Mhm. I used to
your
really like Pop
phone
Sword.
was ringing. Your phone was ringing all the time.
oh
Because if it wasn't Adams Family, your phone was ringing for some spy show or movie.
They did like the harpsichord, like you said
oh
before.
Lurch
They're
Lurch and
really into
Effie,
that.
oh
Yeah.
man, Lurch
That's Lurch.
Lurch can get
Mm.
off that harpsichord. He can get off of that harpsichord.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And the thing about Lurch was if you had a hat and you came into the house, he
It's like
wouldn't even ask you. He just scooped the hat off.
grab
Yep.
he would grab your. My God, don't have any hair in your hat.
Mhm.
He grabbed his hat, hair, every damn thing. He's
Yeah.
like nine
Yep.
feet tall too. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
was a graceful dancer. Was it Ted Cassidy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I came across. I should look for it again. I came across, I think the show was Shindig back in
Hmm.
the '60s, and he had a novelty song, "Do the Lurch," and it's
Okay.
him in the Shindig dances, and he's cutting the rug. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So, which family do you prefer, the Munsters or the Adamses?
Nah, I'm Munsters. I'm Munsters.
LP, your favorite?
I like the accessibility of the monsters, but as far as yeah, I like the Adams family, but I mean I like the accessibility of the monsters.
And on a darker thing, on a darker theme, the thing about the Adams family is that I think, okay, was based on the artwork of what was it? Was his name Adams? I
Yes, it
think.
was
Charles Adams.
Charles
Yeah,
Adams.
but I think it also portrayed. See, at the beginning of the 20th century, you had a lot of stoic, gothic,
Hmm.
rich families in America that they didn't want to come into the 20th century, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Well, I mean, why would you?
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, there's a famous. I don't know if you noticed, Otto, but there was a famous family in New York City in Manhattan called the Wendell family.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, and it got to the point where tour buses used to go past their house, and they used to call it the House of Mystery
Were
because
those
they
the people that were hoarding all the time?
no, not the Collier brothers, not the Collier brothers. The Collier brothers was something else. Whoa, my God!
Hmm.
But the Wendell family, they were like rich people and had a lot of real estate holdings in New York City. But by the time of the turn of the 20th century, they didn't come outside. They stayed
Mm.
inside. Their house, their mansion wasn't even wired for electricity.
You know, it reminds me of kind of what's the beginning of being there, how you know Chauncey had grown up inside that house and never left it, and he was a middle aged man by the time he first left that house. So there are people, I guess, who can be like that. All your needs are met such that you never have to leave the house.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
as the Adams family, that's what I pretty much think Adams based that on because there were a lot of
They're
families that
absolutely.
cursed the 20th century.
You're absolutely right. They were white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Right. Yeah.
They had a
Hmm.
great deal of money,
Mm-hmm.
more money than when money really meant something. Not
Hmm.
the Elon Musk kind of stupid money, but money. I mean real money. And so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they basically stayed in their homes and they were isolated and they weren't trying to catch up with anyone
Uh,
or or outdo the Joneses.
Hmm.
How people say, well, you got to catch up with the Joneses or you compete with the
Yeah.
Joneses. They weren't in competitions, and they also uh, many of them were insane.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a thing too.
Yeah,
Well, thank
Total
thank you
insanity.
so much, Sonya, for that because we completely forgot Ghostbusters.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
who you gonna call? But you know what? You know what
Ghostbusters.
though? That is the corniest song.
But it made so much money, and it
The
stayed at
song
the
is so
top of the
corny.
charts for a very
You know
long
what song?
time.
You know what song Ghostbusters song I like? No,
Which one?
the Bobby Brown.
Oh heck yes, Control. That
Yep.
is the bestest. That man, yeah. That to me, that always brings up such great memories.
Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, Ghostbusters too. Too hot to
Oh
handle, too
well,
full of soul.
I'm listen. I give him props for that,
Because
and
it's
I
so New
think
York. It's so just like it's like this really high feeling you have regarding New York. And then of
yeah.
course when they use "Your Love Is Lifting Me Higher" in the third one.
Listen, I give him props for that, and I think Ghostbusters 2 was underrated.
Yep.
But come on, the original theme. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was good.
the original
But I
theme was they got sued for that by what's
yes,
his name?
Yeah.
Huey Lewis.
Huey
Huey
Lewis.
Lewis and News.
Yeah,
That
but at first I didn't think it
that was
was
corny.
right true, But then I realized, yeah, it does sound like I want a new
Yeah,
drug.
that's I need a new drug.
I want a
Yeah.
new drug. Yeah, yeah.
Who you
That,
gonna
okay, just
and Ray, what's his name? Ray
Rip,
Johnson?
Rip
Ray
Parker Jr.
Parker.
Ray Parker? It's
Yeah.
just so corny. He's so corny.
Yeah, he is. I got to agree with you, Otto.
He's so
Oh,
damn
no,
corny.
no doubt. Listen, I be the first to tell you I was not really a Ray Parker fan
And
because
Mm-mm.
radio,
yeah, I
radio.
thought yeah, Ray Parker and radio.
Yeah,
They
with the
just
radio. I remember that.
yeah,
Jack,
they didn't do
Jack,
anything for me.
Jack and Jill. Remember
Jack and
Jack and
Jack
Jill.
and Jill, yeah,
Jill?
Yeah,
yeah, didn't do anything for me, but I give him props.
yeah, yeah,
You know, I give him
yeah.
props for those
Jack,
songs. You know,
Jill.
Jill.
Yeah, yeah,
Woman needs love just like you do.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
Ray.
oh, we
I'm in
forgot.
love with the other woman. I'm in
I'm
love
in
with the other woman.
love. Let
We
me
f-
get my guitar and play with it all night long.
Okay, now.
yeah, okay, thank you very much. Moving
Hey,
right along.
it is so
We
Yeah,
corny.
we forgot a classical piece. Night on Bald Mountain.
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that
Da,
scary? Is that
da,
scary?
da, 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 da,
Is that
da,
scary?
dum.
All
Hmm?
right, I have one, everybody. I have one. This was back in the day. Will Smith, Nightmare on My Street.
Yeah, I think I posted that earlier, but yes, as Sonya had pulled it up.
And what's the
Nightmare on
other
My
one?
Street.
Houdini. Houdini had one back in the day, Haunted House.
Haunted House by
Yeah,
Houdini.
I have that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's
cover
it
was
for me.
pretty good too.
That's it. I don't have anything else. I'm done.
I think what's the other one? I was trying to, it's one that went in and out of my head. It's one of those songs like that that from that period that everybody's doing their scary things. What is the one that what's his face has with that little blue thing and he's chasing the lady around the room? Buster Rhymes, I think.
Oh no. I wasn't a Busta Rhymes fan.
Y'all remember what I'm talking about? This thing, and he's
No.
like, he's this woman's being chased around by this little monster thing.
Mm-mm. No.
No,
Y'all don't, nobody remembers that thing?
Mm-mm.
no.
No.
Oh wow, okay, okay.
Well, didn't the Ghetto Boys come out with some song?
Oh, I love that song. My mind
My
playing
mind.
tricks on me.
Mine playing tricks on me.
I love
Yeah.
that song, man. I love that video too. With Bushwick Bill.
Yeah.
That's a scary video and song, man.
Now, which one is that?
My mind playing tricks on me by the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, yeah,
Bushwick
I
Bill.
think I remember that one. Yeah.
Bushwick Bill was like 2 inches tall.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And he had a fake eye too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but you didn't have to bring that up there. Yeah, you know what?
Hmm.
Leave Bushwick Bill alone. Bushwick Bill got the name Bushwick Bill before Bushwick was cool. Now Bushwick is cool now, but before
Hmm.
Bushwick was cool as a place that you could walk and get murdered,
Hmm.
Bushwick Bill had that name, and that video, My Mind Playing Tricks on Me. I love that video, man. I love the song too, and it is scary.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to find it and get it up. Unless somebody pull it up for me.
I got
Okay.
it.
What happened to that group? What happened to that group?
Ghetto Boys. I don't
Yeah,
know.
They
I got
broke
it.
up.
Didn't
No,
It's
Bushwick
on there.
start doing stuff on his own or something?
Now they
With
broke up, but one of them he has
Willie Dean has a podcast and I listen
right.
to it all the time.
Is it
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to. I mean, yeah, because I know during that period, I cannot remember the name of this song. It was this little thing chasing the woman around the house. Nobody remembers this.
You sure it wasn't a fever dream?
No, it was not. Yes, it was not a fever dream,
Well, you
sir.
know, the other thing is you don't have great composers anymore, like the composers from Psycho
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, okay, okay.
well,
Now,
you don't have the really good composers though.
okay. Well, now listen. We're both Bernard Herrmann fans, right?
Bernard
Mm-mm.
Herrmann and Elmer Bernstein, who
Right.
did
But let
scary
me
music
let,
for.
let, let me ask you this: which is which is more scarier to you of the two Twilight Zone opening themes? Because of course everybody knows they had two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. The first one was,
Yeah.
and then the second one was, of course,
Yeah. Yeah.
which was more scarier?
I think that the
well, you have
one
to
that you're
ask.
talking about, the first one, the closing theme of that one was scarier.
Ah,
I love that.
yeah,
I love that. And it
yeah,
had more, and it had more heft to it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. Cause yeah,
the one
definitely.
the one that everyone knows is, I mean, obviously it's iconic now and stuff, but it just seems more more juvenile to me. The Elmer, was it Elmer Bernstein that did that?
Yeah.
It seemed more serious, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the Munsters. The Munsters had that great theme, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it was Munster was only on for 2 seasons.
I mean, it doesn't seem like that, does it?
Yeah, it was only on for 2 seasons, and I found out why the first Marilyn left the show.
Why?
She got married to a
Well,
guy
that'll do it.
who started helped start Sesame Street.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, so she left, and she they were married for like 10 years or so. They got divorced and things went on, but she left the show because they decided that they wanted to get married and move to the East Coast.
Oh, well, that'll
Oh
do it.
wow.
Yeah,
I
because
found the song, the scary thing is like the little monster running around, Buster Rhymes. Give me some more.
give me some more.
Yeah, that little scary monster running around, chasing that lady to the house. Little blue monster.
Was that you,
Okay.
LB?
Huh?
Was that you?
Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm talking about now, right?
No, I don't. I have to check it out.
Yeah.
But talking about the monsters, the music's the same, but the opening is like the first season is more serious than the second season, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's because it's the monsters. But the first season of the monsters takes itself more seriously, and then the second season tries to be a remake of Car 54. Where are you? In my opinion,
Ah,
with
maybe that.
the opening being like Herman Monster, you know, bursting through the door. The first season you have you come in and you zoom in on the opening, you have that really good music, and you have Yvonne DiCarlo stroking her hair, and then
Hmm.
Grandpa
Right.
comes
Right.
out, tries to kiss Grandpa. She holds her hands out for Grandpa to kiss it, and instead of kissing, he tries to bite it. You
She
know,
just
Well, I
tut
mean,
tut.
look at it like this: the producers of the monsters were also the producers of Car 54. Where are you? Because a lot of, not a lot, but certain actors that were in Car 54, besides Al Lewis and
Mhm.
Fred Gwynn, ended up on the monsters.
Right.
Remember the episode where Herman put the cursed ring on his finger
yeah,
and he couldn't get it off, and he had to go to a wizard to get it off.
Hmm.
The same wizard, the same actor that played the wizard, played their captain, precinct captain on Car 54.
yeah.
Guess friends don't let friends starve. That's we already done that
Right,
show.
but
Remember?
the
Friends
first
don't
season,
let
I
friends
think they were
starve.
trying something different. And second season,
Hmm.
they said, let's just go back to what we know best.
Yeah, and you
Right.
know what? Now that you mention it, if you look at the if you look at the pilot for the monsters, it's that's enough. It's different from the first season, and the
Hmm.
first season is different from the second season. So you know, with TV in general, sometimes they kind of, which is also the thing with music. You know, you go in the
Hmm.
studio and you fiddle around, and you figure this might work. And I think with the Munsters, I think the second season, like you said, juvenile. I think that they were trying to get more of the kids
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
demographic because in certain shows you hear Herman use the word neato,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's
which was a phrase back then. Even though my friends and me we didn't say neato.
I never said needle,
I
but
never said neato neither.
I think that maybe the first season was a little too scary for kids and
And maybe
stuff.
that might be the issue.
Possible. It's possible. It's just like with Lost in Space. Everybody thinks that the last season and the second season they tried to they were like, oh well, because Jonathan Harris is popular, we're gonna focus on him. No, the reason
They just,
why
mhm.
it was like that because they were trying to get a younger demographic,
Yeah.
you know, a younger
Yeah.
demographic.
By the way, June Lockhart died yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
She
that.
was 100.
Wow.
wow. God bless her. God bless her.
I remember her from the Lassie show. The Lassie
Yes.
She's
Timmy.
Timmy's
she's a
mom.
really incredible. She was a really incredible woman. I got to meet her. Um, she had pictures and stuff from every single production she had ever done.
Wow.
Wow.
Even if it was just a guest host, like she was a guest star on Babylon 5, which Billy Mummy was a regular, but somehow, some way, people forgot to write them a scene together. And she paid the staff photographer to make sure that there was a picture of the two of them together so that they could sell it at their tables for their fans.
Boy, she's sure smart.
I
And she
mean,
was
I was like, I bet you don't have. My mom was testing her, and she pulled out picture after picture.
Hmm.
she was in a pretty good horror picture, you know, by that back then standards, and that was the She Wolf of London.
Hmm.
I think it came out in 1946,
Hmm.
and she was, you know what, she kind of reminded me of like Angela Bassett, Lena Horne, Lauren Bacall, and that they aged gracefully.
Hmm.
Yep.
You know, they aged gracefully.
Always maintained their classiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And always remembered who put her where she was. Fans first.
Yeah. That's lovely. I mean, and granted, I mean, she stayed around a while, so I think that
100 years, and she was in one of the most scary and weird Alfred Hitchcock episodes. It's almost like,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh, that one was so good.
it was. I
Uh-huh.
mean, and like she was a normal self, like she normally is.
Hmm.
But then it was not Fritz Weaver, but James, I think Anderson. I think he was.
Yes, James Anderson. Yeah.
It reminds me of Fritz Weaver.
Wait a minute.
And
Which episode was this?
This
it,
one where
it
the
was
woman gets married. She's like almost a mail order kind of bride,
yes, an hour long.
and
One of the
she
hour long
yeah,
Hitchcock.
and she
Hitchcock.
goes to the guy's house and moves in with him, and he's kind of like
Really?
in his own way, kind of set in his ways kind of guy.
Yeah, but she's the same. She's the same as she is. Like she was on Lost in Space
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Lassie or something. But she's
Hmm.
in an Alfred Hitchcock episode that's weird and scary.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It was
God
really
bless
good.
her. God bless her.
Yeah.
And speaking of theme songs, how about the funeral march of the Marionettes?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Theme song for. I mean, it wasn't scary until Alfred Hitchcock, got his mitts on it and
But the
made it
title
scary.
isn't the title of that song scary?
Yeah, I guess, but it's still, a marionette. Because a marionette's
Yeah,
not.
I mean, it's like every time I watch that show, my
Mhm.
mother used to run from the room, man. She did
Because
not.
it's just scary.
I
Scared
wouldn't blame
Alfred
her.
Hitchcock.
I wouldn't blame her. I think I told you guys about the time I'm sitting in the house by myself, okay, and I'm on the toilet, I'm on the bowl,
Okay, okay.
and Alfred Hitchcock, I think on Channel 5 in New York, sometimes came on at 10 o'clock at night.
Yep. Yeah.
and it's playing in the kitchen, and I'm sitting on a bowl. Why is it that the light went out in the bathroom while you? I was like,
Yikes.
yeah, yikes, and nothing for nothing. Okay, it was only scared until Alpha Hiss got used it in the theme, right,
Yeah,
Penelope?
yeah.
But I guarantee you that if you're in bed at night and you hear that song and you see a bunch of freaking marionettes walking by the room with a
Okay.
cat,
Now, why would that happen? Huh?
Well,
I
you know
don't
what? It's one
know,
of those.
but maybe you took a turn into the Twilight Zone.
It's
Yeah,
one of
I
those
guess it
classic.
did.
It's
It
one of those
would.
classical pieces that existed before
Uh-huh.
it was used as a, I guess, a scary thing, like Toccata
Hmm.
infused.
Right.
So
Uh-huh.
now it's associated with Halloween and
Yeah, with
scariness.
Tales of the Crypt, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, scariness, and but it's like if you play that by itself, no, you don't have to tell anyone anything. Yeah, everyone knows what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Right. I mean,
You
we're
can-
getting down. I'm checking our time, and we are like a little less than 10 minutes from our ending time. And I know we were just talking about June Lockhart, and last time we talked briefly about the fact that I guess last week or before that a writer friend Ronald Jones, who's a space opera writer, that he was killed in a car accident, and I have to acknowledge his passing. But also today, I wanted to make sure that we did not go past this day without acknowledging that it was 1 year ago today, although we weren't aware a year ago today, that we also lost William. And I just wanted to make it a point, to stick a pin in it, to earmark this day, to say, yeah, a year ago today, you know, that you know one of great um science fiction writer and commentator, social commentator, he was, and that we miss him, to this day, being a member of our, group, our Blerdsassins Next Door, and we just, I just feel, that I don't want to go past this day without
I miss William
saying,
Hayashi's voice and his opinion
mm-hmm,
because he experienced so much in so many different ways, and but you know what, he always stayed positive, and so
Yeah.
I miss that aspect of his personality
Mm-hmm.
and his opinion.
yeah, and I mean, especially because man, do not tell him he was wrong about something. Oh my lord,
Oh
we'd
yeah.
be, we, we'd be in it all day and all night because he's never shrinking violet with regard to his opinions. And I mean,
Yeah,
and of course, sometimes we think it's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing because then I mean, that's the test. You have your values, your thoughts, your opinions, and someone comes at you with something that's very strong in their opinion, so you need to know, well, why do I believe the thing that I believe? Why
yeah,
is that my opinion? Hmm.
yeah. Because his famous line was when it was something he didn't agree with, he's like, "Oh, let me write that down. Let me write that down."
Yeah, I mean, you gotta admit, these are people, who are, in and around us, who are, even I'm sure that, once his works start to hopefully still, do their move on Netflix, and people get to know that work, that body of work, and that will have it will make a difference in someone's life, and that's the whole point, that you write your stuff, people read it, maybe just one line, who knows, and it makes a difference in someone's life. So
And Penelope, he's William Hayashi is in the archives of your shows, isn't he?
yes, he is. So if you go back, in the beginning, middle of the show, and you will certainly be able to hear all of those um, discussions that we had with William. Some of them funny, some of them hot, I mean, heated discussions, but always interesting, always, thrilling. And, just, to remind people that, yep, today, a year ago, is when, um, you know, William stepped into the mothership, headed off into the stratosphere.
Yeah, I think a couple of weeks before was his birthday also.
Absolutely. I think it's the 19th October,
Hmm.
and yeah, so just yeah, this is a real rough period, for those of us who, his friends and extended family, that yeah. But to remember it, this time of year is important too. So just wanted to put that out there. And I know we're right now at our closing period. So I just wanted to, anybody else have any other things that we have to announce? We know that Halloween will be here before we're back to see you all again. So happy Halloween for everyone. Is anybody going to party or do anything interesting for Halloween this year?
No, I'm just gonna. I gotta work. I gotta work that day, but I'm gonna go get a nice big bag of Three Musketeers and some circus peanuts and some
Oh
candy
God.
corn.
Oh God. Oh my Lord.
You do that. You
What you
do
get a
that,
cup of
man.
gasoline too.
Yeah, all right. There you go. There you go. And how about you, Sonia? Anything interesting?
Staying warm.
All right, I'm with that too. And Nikki, are you going to be doing it? You're not going to give out candy or anything for Halloween this year, correct?
No, I'm just going to be here, home, just being home.
All right, all right.
What an
That's
exciting
it.
life she leads.
Yeah.
I don't know. She lives
Goodbye, Otto.
she's fantastic. I couldn't keep.
Goodbye.
I know I couldn't keep up with her. I can't.
All right. Well, nobody else has any announcements, any other birthdays, events, stuff like that coming up. I see that Cranston did not join us, so I thought he would. But anything going on that this coming week, coming couple of weeks that you all need to announce?
Wait a minute, ain't all you ain't all y'all gonna get together for your coven with the brooms and whatnot?
Hey,
This
hey, hey! We don't talk about that out loud, man. You know that. You know that.
You know what? I
Uh
love
huh.
giving out candy and it's scaring kids.
Yes. And so we're gonna have a great
I
Halloween
do,
this year.
and I do that even on not on Halloween.
Okay, thank you. Okay. From the back of my van, I drive by and give out
Yeah,
candy. No,
giving out candy. And
no, no, none of that.
cops told me no, but you know what? What are rules for anyway? So,
That's right. All right, yeah.
all
Okay.
right,
So,
Pennywise.
all right. Well, thank you all very much for joining us. We'll be back again next week here in the Otherhood. Take care of yourselves. Happy Halloween. Ciao.